so much for staying with us, Citizen Weekend. This is the Fashion Watch, and my panel is in a studio. Let me introduce them to you. In dashing pink is Robert Burale. He's an image consultant, and he looks great tonight. You look like you really feel good about yourself tonight, Robert.
It's a weakness.
It is. Yeah, good Lord. And also in hot red, the lady in red tonight, Carol Odero. Thank you so much, Carol. She is the drum editor, and of course she's a fashion columnist as well. Drum magazine editor Carol Odero, fashion panelist here on the Fashion Watch, and of course Ian Mbogwa. He is the judge on Tasker Project fame. He's a thespian and really very opinionated on matters to do with style, body language, fashion, and what have you. And he always gives me that look when I do that intro. So this week a lot's been happening, and you know what's been trending on Twitter was the mamas, the fact that Kenya, of course, apart from Lupita Nyong'o bagging a prize, not a lot of the Kenyans that had been nominated really did as well as we had anticipated they would. But Nigeria and South Africa dominated in terms of just the awards they bagged. But let's take a look at what was going on the red carpet in South Africa, Joburg. And this is Amani. And she'd been nominated for an award. And she chose to wear a little black dress, one arm. Let me start with you, Carol. She's in great shape. Wow.
She is.
I don't know how she did that, because we were with her in studio, I think just 2 weeks prior to this, and I think she looked bigger than this. So this is... I want to know what she's been doing.
Those are red carpet secrets. She should share them.
Yeah.
I know that before she went for the mamas, we'd done a short interview with her for Drum, and she said she was actually collaborating with the designer and her stylist to come up with something to wear. I wish she had worn something longer. I mean, she looks great, I would not deny, but I wish the dress was longer, because there's a particular sensuality and elegance to it if you're on the red carpet and you're someone like Amani and you wear an outfit like that for the mamas. Because a lot of focus will be on you as a Kenyan representative, and so many people are going to be looking at you to see how do we do this next time if we are nominated.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So something longer perhaps.
I feel it would have been better.
Worked better. Ian, for you, just the fact that, of course, she's a trendsetter, she's a celebrity, she's been doing this a while.
I like it.
You do?
I like it.
I wouldn't expect you not to. I mean, but she does look great. I saw you like it. Okay, superstar, looks like a star, looks...
She looks confident, as Burale would say.
Okay, and the other guy in the house, Robert?
Brilliant. She looks fabulous. Fantastic.
Out of 10?
7.
Okay, great.
A fantastic, guess a 7.
Yeah.
So that's a win of 4. But I'm gonna, I mean, let me rule on this. I think you guys are talking as guys. So, so Carol thinks that something longer, more elegant would have worked better for the red carpet. Okay, so let's move to Sauti Sol. They performed that night, had been nominated, but did not win. And a lot of people have been talking about their controversial video, you know, with their well-toned bodies and what have you. Robert, let me start with you. Are these suits tailor-made? Are they ready-made? Does this look work for you?
They're obviously tailor-made. It looks good. You can tell because they've all dressed their body.
Okay.
The only problem is the Raila wannabe with that hat. That hat is a no-no.
Do you think you could have picked it from someone, you know, like, I don't know, somebody on the sidelines and just won
Maybe
it?
an enemy gave it to him and says, just put it on, you look good. But the hat should never be on.
He doesn't wear hats. I don't
Exactly.
know.
Yeah, I mean,
the outfits are fantastic. I love the fact that they've done different colors, maybe bringing out their different personalities.
Okay.
I know them personally, so I think they look good, but just that hat for me is a problem.
Really?
Okay.
The hat must go.
Carol,
I mean,
you say really? You disagree?
Look, I'm pretty sure that they were probably dressed by Nick Ondu, who's generally their stylist. There is this partnership that music and fashion tend to have, and music allows for a unique form of self-expression, and fashion does the same thing. If you're on the red carpet for a music award, it's usually far more bizarre or crazy than you would find in a fashion red carpet or in any other type of red carpet. So I think this is actually perfect. I think the hat is fine. Even the shades, you know, normally I don't think shades on the red carpet are cool anyway.
But
I generally don't think they're cool. In fact, I think it's a faux pas. But for some reason, they seem to make it work because they do it as a set. It's not just one person standing trying to look cool. It's a group thing.
And then again, there's the whole question about, you know, the fact that the Nigerians were there and they really bring it on these red carpet affairs, and even the South Africans. Just looking at them and, you know, with their Nigerian competition and what have you, don't you think this look is too obviously tailor-made? I mean, somebody would argue that this is not your nice, crisp, nice-fitting, I don't know what the word is, but what do you think,
Conventional?
Carol?
I'm fine with them. I'm glad that they didn't go with the typical conventional route of wearing a tuxedo, black, you know, typical. Like I said, I think we know Sauti Sol and the kind of fashion sense they've always had.
Okay.
So them doing that would have been pretentious. This is actually more them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ian, if these guys were up on stage in a performance, would you think that they've dressed a bit like a choir?
Oh,
or?
no. I like that look.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay, so all of you guys are in agreement that they brought it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a win, 10 over 10 for you, Sauti Sol. Great. So let's look at, you know, the trouser suit has made its way to the red carpet. You don't see a lot of girls doing this here in Nairobi. A lot of girls choose the gowns and the little dresses. But this is unconventional again. Robert, what do you think?
Pathetic. It's bad. The trouser especially. It doesn't look at the mid part. It should be more fitting. It looks like no, it's bad. It's bad. The coat is good, but look at the bottom. It's like the tailor wanted to have a mini skirt and then decided halfway through to have a trouser. So it doesn't. I don't know if it's a design or she got something big on the mid part. But it looks a bit, it's not here, not there, not here, not there at all.
I wish Annabelle was here because I think she would have loved
I actually love this. I think what she was trying to do is create an hourglass shape with the broad shoulders and the wide hips, but the hips are narrower than the shoulders, so it doesn't look balanced. So that's the main problem I have with the look. It is not proportional. Really, that's pretty much it. But otherwise, you know, her makeup is flawless. She looks great. She's glowing. The skin tone and the, yes, it actually works. In terms of being fashion forward, I think the look works.
It's the trouser.
The trouser is the problem.
The trouser is like the execution of the trouser did not work because like
it doesn't.
Yes.
It looks like a combination of MC Hammer. Those are
you're talking
MC Hammer
about
thingies.
you're talking about the fit of the trouser, and this is what I think a lot of ladies struggle with because either you have what is called the CT, the camel toe showing, or you have the pants that fit that way that really don't accentuate any parts of your body that you don't want, you know, out there. So really, Carol, you know, where's the mid? Where do we get it correct on this? To wear it too tight or to wear it like she has, or I mean, how really to wear your pants?
Like always, when it comes to wearing pants, it's the same thing even with men. It's supposed to skim. It's just, you know, like a gentle caress on your body as opposed to a grasp. So, you know, the pants are supposed to be like sinuous and just so it moves with you. So when you sit, it doesn't bulge and, you know, it's a very natural fitting shape. Yes.
Okay, I don't know. You know, I don't know about this look. I think, yeah.
It could also be the camera angle.
Yeah. Yeah, and I suppose also the pose, I don't know. Anyway, so this is Mafikizolo. And here we see a guy daring to do an orange suit. And the pants are really skinny too. So these are the fashion trends. Guys, if you're watching, this is what people are wearing out there. Now, Robert, I want to start with you because a lot of the suits that are sold here won't fit that way. But can you take your suit to a tailor and have it fit your body like it's fit that gentleman? Of course, if you're in good shape. Yeah.
That is a key word. You must be in good shape. If you have a one pack and you dress like that, it's not going to come out well.
Yeah.
And I'm also a great believer of actually not taking your suits to be adjusted, but just having tailor-made suits
from scratch,
because it fits every bit of your body, and people know you know what you're all about.
Where do you find a good tailor? Because I mean, the people who have more expensive taste will argue that the shoulders are not sitting properly, the collar is not sitting properly, the dovetails, if there's a dovetail, I mean, it's just not flapping as it should.
If you're a good tailor, talk to me, I'll take you to my tailor. What it means is, you know, the moment you dress your body, and the problem, unfortunately, with us Kenyan men, we shy away from this kind of dressing. And I'd encourage as many men as possible to dress like this because it shows you're very comfortable within yourself, and you'll be more confident if you know what you're dressing is tailor-made to every bit of your body.
So we're saying that this is the age of the slim fit suit.
Yes.
That if you're wearing a big suit,
But keyword, you must be in good shape. If you are slim fit, because if you're not, you'll come out very badly. And as I said, I think a few weeks ago, and people laughed, but it is very, very key, is that with this kind of suit for the men, the stronghold must be on the left.
right?
Men, get that very clearly, please.
Okay, Carol, so we're talking about, I mean, he's saying you've got to be in good shape, but that's not realistic.
Actually,
because
it's
not
true, yeah.
everybody
is in good shape.
So for the bigger guys, the ones who are heavier, you know, the maturer guy, you know, 40, 45, 50. So the slim fit suit is in right now. So what is the option for them? How to wear their suit?
Well, you don't necessarily have to wear a slim fit suit. You can just wear a fitted suit.
Okay.
Let's focus on the word fit and less on the slim. You know, if you find a suit that is custom made, or you just go to a good shop, they will actually make it to fit your body.
Okay.
So long as it fits across your shoulders, you always have to start with that. The moment a jacket does not fit your shoulders perfectly, that is not the jacket to buy. That is the most important condition of a suit.
So look at the shoulder.
Yes, always look at that.
And then the sleeves as well.
Okay, yes, I've seen that.
You can adjust the sleeves, but you can
Ian,
never
I
adjust
have
the
seen
shoulders.
that, and I'm glad you brought that up. I have seen guys that wear, you know, jackets that have the sleeve.
The sleeve is always supposed to be
called-
right
all
here.
the way next to their knuckles.
It's right
and they've
here.
seen that the shoulder has fit, so sleeves doesn't
You
matter.
can always adjust the sleeve.
But they don't do that.
Yeah,
That's
this
the
is true.
problem.
The
That's a
sleeve is
key
always
area.
supposed to fall right here, where this bone is. That's where the
Okay.
sleeve is supposed to land.
So let's
Beyond
see,
this is
Carol.
too
Let's
long.
see where the
And here it's
sleeve.
too short.
Let's get a shot of Carol so that she can explain where that sleeve should lie.
There's my shot.
There you go,
If you're
Carol.
wearing a suit as a guy, it falls on this bone here, just beneath it. If
Okay.
it's beyond here, it's too long. If it's over here, it's too short.
Yeah.
So someone should be able to see just like this much of your sleeve.
Even
of
with
the
the
shirt.
slim fit ones?
Just this much. Yes, just this much. Just this much, because you want room to move your arm.
And
So
and
if
what about the guys who want to show off their watches, their Rolexes?
it will
and
show
what
when
have
you do this. When you move, the
Okay.
sleeve will
Yeah.
move with you.
Okay. Yeah. Because then you also don't want your sleeve getting into your soup.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at what we have next. And this is, of course, again, Mafiki Zolo, dazzling blue. This is elegant. I mean, and she really does look amazing. And then again, this is a color that we don't see a lot on the red carpet. And I think as Kenyan ladies, we just need to start experimenting, because we see a lot of black and red and even white. But I don't think we've seen, you know, bold colors like blue. So Robert, what do you think?
Brilliant, 11 over 10, and you'd see she doesn't have the so-called flat tummy.
Oh yeah, I was going to bring that up.
She doesn't have it, and she's not putting. I think there's some things
Trying to
ladies put.
hide
Is it body something like
Corsets,
corsets?
yes, and Spanx.
I run away. I hate those things. And
What do you mean you hate them? You don't have
Because-
to wear
you
them.
No,
supposed
what
to
I
know
mean,
that she's wearing it.
no. But what I mean is,
Yeah.
she's obviously not very flat.
She's comfortable.
But she's very
She's-
comfortable with her skin.
Okay.
And if you think about it, even her standing position and her facial expression tells you, you know what, you could be looking at my bulge here, but I'm so confident within myself, and that's why I'm sure all of us will give her 11 over 10. If you don't, please don't come next week.
But you know, if she's watching, you can never talk about a lady's bulge. You just touched really, really, really crazy territory there.
Forgive me.
So, Carol, for the so-called lady with a bulge, can you pull off a look like that confidently? Because a lot of women don't want their bulges showing.
I don't think that women generally want their bulges to show. But I think even for the slim celebrities on the red carpet, they tend to wear Spanx because it makes the outfit actually accentuate your body better, and it fits better, and it lies better across your skin. You just don't know they wear it because they will not come and tell you, and you will not undress them when the night is over.
Yeah.
But they do. Now, the reason...
So explain
And
to our
also-
viewer what Spanx are, for those who don't know.
It's underwear. It's control underwear. So it depends on the kind of outfit you're wearing. For us, probably it could be something that starts from here and probably ends just below, I think, where the the mermaid shape is, because if it's anywhere where the dress is tight, then it will show. Like I said, you wouldn't know. These are red carpet secrets.
Yeah.
So,
so Spanx for every girl a must-have.
Yes, just have it. It makes your clothes actually fall better. It lies better on the surface of your skin. Yes.
Okay.
It does.
Ian,
it really does.
She's winning. You love that look?
I love it.
Okay,
I love
great.
It.
Ian loves it. Let's move this along. We're pressed for time. And you know what's been on social media this week, we cannot escape the fact that everybody has been talking about bleach. And you know, this, of course, this is not a Kenyan, but just before we get to the Kenyan who has been trending all week long, this is Nicki Minaj. For those of you who know her, she's a rapper, and you know, prior to what we know her as today, she was darker. And people argue that since she changed, and flatter, okay, she accentuated some body parts. Since she bleached or skin lightened, or whatever it is you'd like to call it, that, you know, her ratings are higher, she's doing better, she's gone platinum. But let's move on to what we're seeing happening in Kenya currently. And this is Vera Sidika, the before and after. That's a darker Vera and a lighter Vera. Now, without being mean, let's talk about this because it's happening a lot, and a lot of ladies are opting to have fairer skin for whatever reasons. And Vera has been unapologetic about the fact that she loves her new look, and she does look good. Let's talk about you, Robert. What do you, I mean, let's hear from you, Robert. What do you think?
I personally am not an advocate of skin lightening, whether it's 1 shilling or 50 million. Because what is happening is when you start bleaching yourself, in my opinion, is that you're trying to cover an emptiness that is inside. And you need to understand from the word go, you're fearfully and wonderfully made. But the problem is now this is becoming the new trend in this country, and people are going so quickly to do these things without considering the health repercussions that come later in life. Because as you go light, 10, 15 years down the line, you'll be in and out of hospitals. The chances are very high. And I think what we need is to raise a people who believe in themselves. So if you're as dark as myself, you're confident within yourself. But this is actually, people are asking, what is she doing? But we should be asking ourselves, why is she doing it? And if you go a few years back, this is just an outward way of covering an inward emptiness. And that's what I feel. And I think, ladies, I know you love her, and she's a very pleasant person from how I heard on TV, but be comfortable within yourself. You're fearfully and wonderfully made.
This is coming from a guy. So, I mean, but a lot of you guys actually put pressure on ladies to be lighter. So let's talk to you, Carol, about the generation of ladies that we're raising and what it is that we are teaching them as media. For you are in media, when we actually put this out there and glorify it and make it look like it's cool. What are we communicating?
Well, for one thing, I have to be thankful that this actually happened, because I think this is the longest and most intense, involved conversation we've had around complexions ever in the history of Kenya, as far as I remember. There are a lot of things that people just don't want to talk about, and this has actually brought that to the surface. So as much as people keep imagining that this is skin deep, it really isn't, because it's affected entire generations of women. I have relatives who used to bleach themselves, you know, and it's not that my peers are not doing it, as far as I know, but it has affected them to that extent that they feel they have to change how they look and feel, you know, and it's really insidious. So for me, it's not even about this emptiness that Robert is talking about. It's the whole idea of redefining beauty. We all started celebrating Lupita and saying, oh, she's beautiful, she's black, but even she struggled with these same issues, and she never felt confident about her own beauty. So we are celebrating what is the result of a journey for her. So we have to be willing to take people through that journey as media. We have to be unflinching in the conversation. We can't regret it, we can't step back, we can't be afraid to talk about it.
We have to accept that it is the reality, and it is worldwide. Ian, your thoughts on this as we close?
My thoughts, I'm very pro-choice. We are given, God gave us something very important, a choice, an option. We can do what we want. But we need to remember that everything we do has consequences. So it's up to you. If you want to bleach, go right ahead. But know that there are consequences.
Yeah, I think, and you know, just as we wind up, really, and yesterday we talked with Eric Omondi in studio about the trolling and the cyberbullying. I think at the end of the day, I agree with you that it is really her choice. Whether she wants to be lighter, to be darker, that is her choice. But let's just stick to the matter at hand, which is the skin lightening and its consequences, and not really affect the person, because then that creates another problem. So let's take a look at the tweets that are coming in and see what you're all saying. Right. I've been watching Fashion Watch for a while now. Great show. I've learned a lot. Yep. I think the outfit Amani wore was too simple. That's neat. Okay, Fashion Watch, what is the best attire for men with bellies? Of course, again, we talked about the suits. Just find a suit that fits well. And how can one wear black without being too boring? Yeah, I have a weakness for black, and I'll just get that from you, Robert, very quickly as we close, because we're really pressed.
If you wear a black, if it's a black suit, go with a very, very bold colored shirt.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and that is the Fashion Watch. Thank you so much for your time. We're going to be looking at the latest fashion trends this coming week, so you want to stick around. Join us again next Saturday with the same panel. Annabelle will be back next Saturday. Thanks for watching, and that's a wrap. I'm Lillian Murikanen. Good night.